99% of our people responded that EXUS is a great place to work. And this is some result which only resembles North Korea elections. What do you have in common with Kim Jong-un?
Our philosophy in hiring is hire for attitude, train for skills. So in all the hirings, we want to see our values. So these 6 values, these are top priority.
If you remove all the complexities of actually running an enterprise SaaS business, we know that EXUS actually is based on a very simple premise. We take extra good care of our people, who in turn take extra good care of our customers, who in turn take good care of our business. How do we actually do it?
Thank you, Chris. So for us, taking care of our people is very concrete. It actually means that we invest in an environment where people feel developed, empowered, and able to grow. That shows in everyday things. For example, how we listen to our people, how we provide them autonomy to do things, how we provide them flexibility. People are not just resources, they're individuals who have ambitions, they have challenges, and they have also life outside work. So we need to make sure that they feel happy and they feel productive on a daily basis in their work. That's why we have invested a lot in the environment and how much we take care of them. Because one thing that I truly believe is that when someone feels empowered and supported, he is eager to do the extra mile, not because he has to, but because he wants to, if it makes sense.
That makes perfect sense. And there are many cases where our customers have come back to us telling us that they were actually amazed by how supportive our people were to their business. And that practically happens when you have people who are really motivated and supported internally to do that. And I know that one of our core values is that we are eager to learn, and people actually learn. But what does learn look like at EXUS?
Learning is an ongoing process. You learn from everything. You learn from your daily work, you learn from initiatives that they run from the company. Indeed, learning is something that is ongoing. It cannot just happen at once. One of our values, for example, is that we are eager to learn and explore. We openly also share information with our people and knowledge, and we know that sometimes we will fail, but that's the only way to grow from failure. Apart from that, from our people and development department, things that we have implemented in the company to help our people grow are, for example, investing in a course that someone wants to take or on initiatives like the ones that we run in the meetups, in the company-wide meetups, where we bring professors or executives to show them something new, a keynote speech, or from case studies that we provide to our people. So we do things on a daily basis to enhance this value. Recently, we were discussing with our CEO about a new initiative that we want to implement in the company based on a book called Unreasonable Hospitality, where the case is that we want to understand in more detail what our people want, for example, from your one-on-ones or from our daily basis, and provide it to them as a gift and as a surprise, indeed, yes.
Indeed, that makes a difference for people. And I think this effort is reflected in actual hard numbers, and that's what makes a difference. And I know we have been awarded a great place to work several times in the past, but especially this year, EXUS was ranked top as a medium-sized organization in the Great Place to Work Awards UK. And what really stuck with me is that 99% of our people responded that EXUS is a great place to work. And that compares to an average of 54%, if I'm not mistaken, for UK companies. 99%. And this is some result which only resembles North Korea elections. So the question that comes to mind, what do you have in common with Kim Jong-un?
I hope only the hair color. That would be the only thing having in common.
I'm sure. But really now, when people, actually 99% of our people said this is a great place to work, and this is, mind you, this is an anonymous survey, so people are free to state what they want. What do you think they signal? What is that makes them respond in that way?
I see that people respond positively to consistency. Yeah. When EXUS sees that what EXUS says and does is totally aligned. So people, as I mentioned before, feel very, very much supported and empowered and able to grow in the company. It's not just that we have our people happy working in an organization, it's that we empower them, we give them a great environment, we invest on them in order to feel all these emotions and grow in our company. And I believe that in a sense that gave us this high percentage, and we accomplished being the first in the category of middle-sized organization.
I can certainly speak for growing. I have to say that the way we grow our people, we actually expect that our people will grow, is quite unique. Many years ago, we were a standard on-premise company, having our offices, meeting every day at our offices, having lunch together at that restaurant. We used to have our ping pong tournament. We used to have our arcades. We just met on the elevator. And that's how we, build our bonds and made us a better team. It's been many years, more than 6 years now, that we are a company who promotes work from anywhere. Our people can work from any place in the world, and they actually do. How have we made sure that this still works?
It was really tricky at the beginning, and something I want to mention is that because I joined EXUS 5 years before, just after COVID, and I think that you had decided that you will go to a fully remote setup.
Then we were in a hybrid. Before the pandemic, we were in a hybrid model, but when the pandemic struck, we moved instantly, in the blink of an eye, in a weekend, to fully remote.
And I remember the first interviews, people saying, people from EXUS, when they had the interview, saying, "Oh, you will come in the company, you will experience an amazing office where we do all these things." And Indeed. It was very tricky for us because, it was advertised in a way just to share that, we're going to a fully remote setup from now on. I came in the company when we just started recruiting people from overseas. Mm-hmm. I had my first person was from Lebanon when we had the interviews back then in 2021. And I was curious, how are we going to do this thing? How are we going to have a company where people work from different places? How people will feel connected? How they will grow? It was extremely challenging. And of course, you're losing something, but you gain something different. So you're losing the sense of being spontaneous, Indeed. But you gain the flexibility because you have the chance to work from everywhere in the world. You might have to do something, so you need to move to a different place for a certain period of time and then come back to work. Again, you're losing something, you gain something else. But in order to support all this initiative, which took time, and also till now it takes time. It's not something that happens at once. You need to invest, you need to work on that to work. Something that we started doing is adopting some rituals, and you have experienced them as well.
Indeed, you care to share some of the key rituals that allow us to still be such a well-connected and strong team while our people are scattered in, I think, more than 16 countries or 20 countries?
22
20
now,
countries around
and
the world.
We're counting because, we want to create hubs as well. We want to recruit people from specific places so that we can create a hub and have a gathering in that place as well. But yes, in your question, some of the rituals that we have adopted in our daily work, for example, are the daily meetings. Every day we meet with our team just to have a chat, a daily stand-up, as we call it, where we share things about our daily work and the tasks that we have to do. The one-on-ones, you have a one-on-one as a deputy CEO, and the CEO as well. You meet with all the people across different departments from all over the world to understand them, to connect with them. So it's very useful as well to speak with our people. Every Friday, another thing that we have is that we have the company check-ins on a specific time during the morning, because we have people working from Asia just to support their time zone. That's something also that we make sure to do in the company. We have a company check-in. We gather together in a Zoom meeting, and we're discussing things about business news, business updates, any change that we want all our people to understand better. Something is that, when we are remote, it's very difficult to, in a way, give someone a document to read or let them know that they need to do a specific task. Also, new generations don't want to read. They prefer to watch something. So better to do these things through an online meeting. And another project, which is the biggest project in terms of connection that we have in the company, and we invest a lot on that, is the company-wide meetups. Once per year, we gather all together, as you know, in a different place, or in a country that we want. And there we run some initiatives related to learning and connection. These are our main pillars, grow and connect. So we have professors and executives coming to show something to our team members. We have activities. You remember, also, you were involved in some of them. In Crete, we had some games that we played together with all our team members, and in a way enhanced our connection.
Indeed. And I have to say that these meetups always get rave reviews by people. It was last year, I think, we gathered at Oxford. We had our whole company actually spend the week in a college, in the dorms. And while we had our lectures and our keynotes and our workshops, we also spent time together, visiting all the colleges or having good time together. I remember our Florence meetup was also very
and we had clients fun. Also in Florence as well. We had some clients joining us.
Indeed, and that makes perfect sense, because as originally put, the whole concept of making your people, empower your people, challenge them, have top performance and motivate them, is at the end of the day, these people will then provide exceptional service to your customers. That's why all the investment goes to our people, because this actually helps us help our customers achieve their own results. Hence our term, superheroes. Making heroes, our people being the superheroes, and our customers being the heroes in their organizations. And I think it's worth spending a few minutes on that notion, as we know that we have been serving the debt collection software industry for more than 2 decades. I remember when I first entered a specific domain, I thought that debt collection is something very simple. And I might say it was quite obscure. It was not the most well-appreciated domain. But then, working in debt collections, I came across some wonderful people, some amazing people working in the industry who had really devoted themselves to help other people in financial distress get out of this situation. And it was rather inspiring. You didn't expect to see that, at least with the popular opinion of what debt collection is. Provided that we also found ourselves at EXUS being quite good in debt collection software, we decided to actually build our strategy around it. And that is how we have now motivated our people to become experts in collection where they can help our customers, the actual people working in the front line at collection, become the heroes in their organizations, increase their performance, achieve their results, and actually become from something which used to be a back office operation, to be honest, the collections, to actually become the heroes in their organization, to increase their productivity, to increase their recoverability, their collectability, to reduce their cost at a time where reducing operational costs is a must for all organizations. And that is why I see that actually investing in people, in doing the meetups, in doing all those trainings, in doing all these activities, actually makes sense, makes business sense, not just in a humanitarian way, but also makes actual business sense.
Yeah, indeed. And people in development, in a way, creates the conditions for such people to grow in the company. As you said, in any way, recruitment, we want top performers in the company. So superhero mindset needs to also apply from scratch, from which people you will bring to the company, then how you're going to onboard them, have all the learning and onboarding processes to give them the right information so that they will start to function in the company, and then performance, what we are doing in order to evaluate these people and indeed also to help them develop after that and thrive in their role. So it's an ongoing process for us, and it's a huge investment.
I see. You talked about onboarding people, onboarding new talent, and I know that EXUS is doing something that not a lot of companies are doing, that while we onboard for a specific role, if we come across a person, an individual who is actually a talented person, who is a very promising individual, even if we don't have an opening for this person, we would still onboard them, and we will make sure that this person finds the right seat in our organization.
Indeed, we do that, yes. And of course, our philosophy in hiring is hire for attitude, train for skills. So in all the hirings, we want to see our values. So these 6 values, these are top priority. But indeed, as you said, when we come across a person, a candidate who is a top performer, who we can see that gives great value to the company, even if we don't have a role in the company, we have a discussion with the person, we check his CV, and we want to find something in the company in order to bring this talent to us. So it's something that we really do, yes.
I think that's an excellent manifestation of our principle of first who, then what. We actually build a company around people, and we make sure that we provide the environment for these people to thrive, to become the superheroes that will then help our customers.
Yeah, we are a people-centric company, and our main priority is our people. Both externally, which people are we going to bring, and internally, how we are going to develop them to stay. And this also shows from our voluntary turnover rate, which is quite low. It's around 7% throughout the year, so we have a low turnover rate.
Thank you, Chrysa.
Thank you very much, Chris. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more interesting discussions.